I mean, we can like
gives a
frame
shit,
it.
you pedantic fucking moron? Who gives a shit, you fucking pedantic idiot?
Look through it. Let's just look through the entire thing. If you are so
I never said that. I'm saying that if you're gonna make a
one of the tenets of fascism,
yeah,
is like a bunch of dumbasses being in charge, and like leading with force. Hi there.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm great.
Good. I was waiting to get in here, and I ended up in your general lobby, and of course there was a couple young men there defending incest.
Defending incest? Why is that? Are you a big
like
incest proponent? Or?
No, I mean, it's like on your Discord, if you kind of join, people will just start talking about incest immediately, and they kind of go into how morally neutral it is, and it's just one of the third rail issues that I've like found for Destiny fans over this last week.
Oh yeah, we do the incest argument because it's a fun testing ground to see if anybody's ever thought through any of their moral convictions, and oftentimes the answer is no.
Right, but you know that there's not like it's not like totally objective that incest is morally neutral. It's actually like there are not. But anyway, I don't actually even want to talk about incest again. If you want to
tell you sound pretty ill-equipped for the conversation.
If you want to hear my thoughts about incest, I had a great conversation with one of your top chatters, Rage Pope, the other day.
Pretty embarrassing.
Rage Pope,
I don't know why you
guy.
try to discuss ethics if you have so much trouble
it,
navigating the conversations.
You can go to ragepope.com if you want to see it. We got more views on it than he did with his conversation with Hassan a year ago.
Yeah, it was crazy. You had like 1,900 views.
It's the number one.
It's
actually the top. It's actually the top result for Rage Pope if you go search Rage Pope on
That's
on
a
YouTube.
really big accomplishment,
Pope,
my dude. I'm
guy.
really proud of you. Nice job. Thank you for helping.
I'm just saying the facts out there.
Mm-hmm.
I just want everybody out there to go to ragepope.com and check out the Rage Pope the Incest Guy conversation between me and Rage Pope the Incest Guy.
That's crazy. Oh wait, so I'm just curious, just as a refresher of that conversation. I'm just really curious. It's like a refresher of that conversation.
He really lived up to his nickname, the Incest Guy, because he did talk about incest for a full hour.
Can we not do the thing where you just like talk over somebody like a million times? That'd be great.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So wait, I'm just curious as a recap from the conversation. What was your argument against it?
My argument against incest was that we live in like a modern society, and that we don't need to have like logic lord arguments that are totally pointless about incest. Basically, just sort of validating a bunch of teenagers' feelings about the porno that they watch. So I guess I just like live in the adult world, and I don't need to debate whether or not incest is okay.
Okay, gotcha. So just so I understand your argument, sorry, we live in a modern world. We don't need logic lord arguments, and we live in the adult world. Okay, this is really great. Did you study ethics in college, or
let's talk? Well, I mean, did you?
Clearly, you're far and above.
Did you go to college?
No, I didn't. That's why I'm asking.
I mean,
you might be bringing me like. You might be bringing like really high level ethics arguments here.
I know that very soon you might be going to law school, so you might be taking a couple classes with that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, by the way, Jason enters 6 races: biking, canoeing, horseback riding, ice skating, running, and swimming. He places between 1st and 5th in each. 2 places are consecutive only if the place numbers are consecutive. Jason's places in canoeing and running are consecutive. He places in ice skating and his places in ice skating and swimming are consecutive. He places higher in biking than in horseback riding. He places higher in canoeing than in running. Have you kept up?
Oof, you were that guy in school that was really nervous when the teacher was looking around to ask people who was going to read the next paragraph, huh? I'm really sorry. I'm glad that you're like getting over that fear now by trying to read stuff to be on stream, but like, what's up? What do you want to
I don't really know. I don't really like understand like what that own was or what that kind of, I know that you guys like, I know that your fans are mostly in high school, and so that you like to do that thing where you're like, you're that guy in school or whatever. But I mean, you're 31 years old. I mean, like,
32.
Are you talking about like your girlfriend's time in high school or something like that? I mean, like, you haven't been in high school for a long time.
I still remember high school. I don't know why I would remember my girlfriend's time in high school more than my time in high school.
How old was your girlfriend when your son was born?
How old was my girlfriend when my son was born? which the girlfriend that I had the son with, or a different girlfriend?
No, that you are currently dating. How old was she when?
Why
your
would I
son
care
born?
how old a girl I'm dating?
I'm just
now
asking a
is?
factual fact. I'm just asking like literally a factual fact.
Yeah, I'm just trying
like,
to understand
what,
the relevance.
how
Like
old
that's
was
such a
your son?
weird way
No,
to
just
evaluate.
how old
like,
was your
are
girlfriend
you having
when your son
fantasies
was
about
born?
like my son hooking up with my girlfriend or something? Or
No,
is there like
literally,
some weird
I'm not.
shit?
I'm literally not.
It's like
no,
a
no,
very,
I'm just
very,
trying-
very strange
I'm just
question
trying
to
to determine
ask.
how old your
Like,
girlfriend was when you had
is
your
this something
first
that you
child.
think about a lot?
No, but
Does
how
this
old
keep you
was
up
she
at
when,
night?
when you had your first child?
I don't know. I
your
haven't found it
girlfriend?
necessary to do the math on that. I try not to
So how
compare
old's
that
your son? Then?
child
How
of
old's your
my.
son?
I
How
don't
old's
know
your
if
son?
I don't. You
11.
are very
Do you
interested.
know your son's age?
I do, but I don't feel comfortable sharing
It's
it with
11,
you. I don't-
right?
It's not. I'm not
So
sure.
your girlfriend would have been 9, right?
I'm not
when
sure
your
where you
son was
got
born?
that information
Your
from.
girlfriend would have been 9 years old when your son was born. Is
Oh
that
my
correct?
God, are you doing the pedo projection thing right now? Do you think about this a
No,
lot?
I'm just saying that your girlfriend was 9 years old when your son was born.
So you don't have the numbers right at all, but let's say that's true. What does that matter?
What are the numbers then?
Well, no, I'm curious. Why does that even matter?
Well, what does it matter? Well, what it matters
Mm-hmm.
is because you have a large audience of young people. There are like text
They're not
messages of
all
you from
young
when you
people.
were a
Mhm.
major league gamer saying a 15-year-old girl was sending you pictures and you shared them with people.
Never got
that it's
nudes
so-
of anybody underage ever.
Yeah,
in
no,
my
but I
entire
didn't.
life.
But you
Mhm.
didn't. I didn't say you got nudes. I said that you got sent
Okay,
pictures
wait.
of
I'm super
15-year-olds,
curious because you've
and
asked
then said
me
it's, like,
so many
hard.
questions
Buddy,
about
buddy,
myself.
buddy,
Wait, I'm
you're
curious
now
because you've asked me so
overtalking
many
me. Hey,
questions
no,
about
no.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a logical fallacy. What you're doing because you're talking over me.
Okay, I muted him for a second until he calms down. Holy shit, this guy is like out of control.
From you when you were a
Oh, he's still going. Oh, wait a second.
vague sense that anyone
Oh,
can.
he's still going. We'll give him a second.
Would you like me to finish
are
what I
you-
was saying?
are
here
you
about why
okay?
it's important? I'm perfectly fine. I just want to talk
Okay.
about how you were sent pictures by a
I don't
15-year-old
really
when you
feel
were a
like
quote-unquote
talking
professional
about-
gamer, and then you shared it with other people on your team and said one of these MLGs you're going to get arrested. And
I
then
don't
you
think
ended
I
up now
said any
dating
of
a
that at
girl
all.
who was
It's
9
crazy
years old
because
when your
these
son was
same
born.
logs have been out there forever. I don't know why you'd misquote
I
that to
know.
me.
Well, it doesn't really matter, but it's like you said. It's like I'm gonna get
Wait.
arrested one of these MLGs when you were sending a
No,
picture
I don't think
of a
I ever
15-year-old
said that.
girl.
But thank you. Why did
Well,
you
I mean,
vote
there-
for
well,
Trump in
thank you for what?
2016?
I didn't vote for Trump in
You
2016.
did vote for Trump in 2016. This was revealed to me by
Did you hear
somebody
that
close
from
to you.
Jonathan Daniel Brown? Did you hear that
Oh,
from
are you?
Jonathan
So
Daniel Brown?
are you
Like,
lying about this now?
No, I'm not lying about this. Jonathan Daniel Brown's a liar.
Really?
Jonathan
He's
Daniel
lying.
Brown-
You didn't
Yes.
pose together on the set of Jimmy Kimmel with a picture with Trump or anything
No,
like that?
I never did actually.
Never
I didn't
any
pose
of
for a
that.
picture. No, I don't. Never any of that.
Gotcha. Okay. Is
And
it
I
true
know
that
who
you
you're
blew?
talking to.
Wait. Is it true that you blew
No, I
hundreds
know
of
who- I
thousands
know
of
who you're
dollars?
talking to.
Wait. Is
And
it
I
true that
know-
you blew
and I
hundreds
know-
of? Wait.
and I
I just
know-
want to.
and
I'm
I
just
know who
asking
you're
factual
talking to.
questions.
No,
Okay.
I would like.
I
to
just wanna
you
ask-
questions
I just wanna
because
ask factual
I know that you're
questions.
talking- I know that you're talking to Jonathan Daniel.
Is it true
Brown,
that you actually blew
who left
hundreds
the
of
podcast-
thousands of dollars
who
on
left the
Bitcoin?
podcast
Did
because
you
he-
actually do that? Hundreds of
Did I
thousands
make-
of dollars on
Did I
Bitcoin.
make hundreds of thousands of dollars on Bitcoin?
Did you blow hundreds of thousands of dollars on Bitcoin?
No, I made $100,000 on
Really?
Bitcoin.
Why did you downsize from a large house in the Hollywood Hills to an apartment that you trashed immediately after moving in?
Do you think I trashed my apartment immediately after moving in?
Why did you
What are
have to downsize if you made so much money on Bitcoin?
Oh, I'll tell you what, because I was making $250,000 a year at Jimmy Kimmel, and then I
Wow.
quit that job. I quit that job after
For
making
mental health
$250,000 a
reasons,
year.
right? 'Cause
I did
everybody
know-
was bullying
yeah,
you
I did
about it?
actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I had a mental health day.
Oh, just
and
one?
then
Just one
nearly-
mental health
and then
day? Because it
nearly
kind of
a
seems like
year-
your life
yeah,
is
well,
just a string of mental health days, but go ahead.
It kind of sounds like you're big mad and like,
You
going
think
really
I'm
and
the
just
one that
insulting
sounds
me
big mad right
personally.
now? Wait,
No,
you're mad
what
that
I
I'm
wanna
attacking
do-
you personally while you're obsessing over the
what I-
age of my girlfriend
I-
and my son. You don't think that's a bit weird?
No, I like to attack people personally.
Why is it
when
that
there's
you
some
and
that
Kate
goes
were
past like
accusing
you.
every random person that was in your podcast and associated with podcast with sexual assault and harassment without any connection or any proof of any of these claims at all?
What the fuck are you talking about? First of all,
Doesn't
I wanna
that seem
get
kind
back
of
to
weird to
talk-
do that? Doesn't
I
that
wanna
seem
get
like kind
back
of a
to you-
shitty thing to do?
I want to get back. I want to get back to you talking about to Jonathan.
Wait, I'm
Daniel
actually
Brown,
curious. Did she
who
actually
gave up his
paint a
fuck- Hey, no,
picture
listen,
of a
hold on, hold on,
dog
hold on.
crawling
You and
out of a
Jonathan-
vagina
you and
and you put that
Jonathan-
up in your living room? Is that actually true? Do you have a
Yes,
picture?
my wife.
Yeah, do you have a
Yes,
picture
my
of that
wife did
painting?
art.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
just,
my wife did art.
yeah, do you have a picture of that painting?
dog
I'm just.
coming
This
out of
sounds
her
like a very
vagina, bro.
fascinating piece. I'm just really curious. Like, do you have pictures of that?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, like, I would be proud of all the art that my wife does, and
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
good.
there's
Proud
anything
enough to
wrong
hang
with
it up.
that.
That's awesome.
Hey, let me ask. Let me ask.
Wait, what's
you,
your relationship with Bazizio?
They're my don't fuck around with Bizizio because that's my
Your
that's
manager,
like my,
right?
Yeah, that's my like management company. So like let's try to
That's
keep them out
actually
of it if
just
we could.
you. That's really funny. I didn't know that either. Apparently, you're just that.
Wait a second.
You're that entity.
Are
you're
you-
like
are you
that
telling
person.
me- Are you telling me
And
that,
apparently,
like,
you use a lot of
I
bots too for your social media following? What the
Hold on a
fuck?
second.
That's so
Hold on a
weird.
second. You're telling me that I run multiple social media.
You have
accounts
like
to,
such a crazy, you have such a crazy, interesting life between the clips of you blowing up at random anchors on like CNN or whatever, between all this really weird stuff in your past. I mean, obviously the fact that you're like unhinged on a day-to-day basis. This is why I'm talking to you. I think you're like a very interesting person. But okay, so do you want to ask more questions about my like? Do you want to ask more questions about my kid?
Would you like to talk? Would you like to let me talk?
Yeah. Go ahead, go for it. Yeah, go ahead. Ask me more questions about my son, please. I love talking with him about like really old pedophilic men on the internet. So go ahead and ask me. Do you want to know like his clothing size or where he goes to school?
So let me ask you a question. Yeah. What was the deal with you sending a picture of a 15-year-old to your MLG partners and saying I'm going to get arrested?
I never have any MLG partners, and I never thought I was going to get arrested for anything. If you want to revisit this, if you want to revisit this, there's videos on this. This stuff is 9 years old. You can go and you can go back if you want. There's so many YouTube videos covering this if you want.
First of all, it's really funny that JDB invited you to the podcast in the first place, the one that we never released because of how shit your takes are and how boring of a guest you were. And now
it's crazy that you say that, but you'll never release the episode, huh? Crazy. No, it's almost like that episode was probably just like you guys being pretty boring and me answering the same standard questions I always answer whenever people want to talk to me about de-radicalizing people from the alt-right.
Let's answer some more questions, right? Let's answer some more questions. How did it happen last week that your fans started attacking the DSA when they rejected your outreach to put together an event with them?
Well, I think they started attacking the DSA because the DSA called me a Nazi, you know?
No. But the DSA called you a Nazi, and they were quoting someone who was saying, "Oh, DSA."
No, they weren't quoting anybody. They just said they don't work with Nazis.
They quote tweeted someone saying we don't work with Nazis. And so, what was with the person saying you won't work with gays within? How did they find out about that?
Wait, so why would they call me a Nazi? It's probably people were fighting with them.
No, but I'm asking you. Well, I'll answer that question actually.
Oh yeah,
because the first page of your Google results are quit a podcast because he wouldn't stop saying the N-word and said to mow down protesters in support of Kyle Rittenhouse. Your toxic brand.
So I'm really curious. What is saying the what? Let's say that this is true. What is saying the N-word or defending property rights have to do with being a Nazi?
Well, here's what it is.
Wait, actually, I'm super curious. What is a Nazi? Wait, do you know what a Nazi is?
Did you just say what? Did you say what is? Let me ask you a question. Yeah. You're asking me if I know what a Nazi is. Let me ask you a question. Jason enters 6 races: biking, canoeing, horseback riding, ice skating,
you're unhinged again. I'm gonna mute you till you're done with this one. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, we'll let him run on his thing for a little bit. This dude is super big, man. Holy shit.
Kyle, muting me.
Are you okay?
Did you mute me like Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah, when you start like reading off like random things to show everybody that you actually can read.
Right.
I'm okay.
So the reason why people thought you just said, what does saying the N-word have to do with being a Nazi?
Yeah.
So I just want to say, is that a typical thing that normal neoliberals think, or are you kind of more of a right-leaning liberal in your own description?
So you really think that any position on the N-word has anything to do?
Sorry,
let me ask you real quick. Do you know what a Nazi is?
You answer questions with questions.
You actually don't know what a Nazi is. Oh no, he didn't know what fascist was, and now he doesn't even know what Nazi means, and he runs around calling everybody a fascist and a Nazi.
I do know what a fascist is, and you know why the DSA called you a Nazi? Because your fucking Google results are Nazi shit. You fucking.
Oh my god, Nazi shit, property rights, and private jokes are. Dude, is Dave Chappelle a Nazi? Wait, do you think George Carlin was a Nazi?
Do you know that Dave Chappelle quit his show and famously had a nervous breakdown because of white people quoting N-word jokes to him?
Oh my god! Wait, do you think George Carlin was a Nazi?
No, but do you know that
that's actually not at all why Dave Chappelle quit his show, but it's cute that that's not at all why Chappelle quit his show, by the way.
When you reference Chappelle, so let me ask you a question. Are you a sociopath, do you think?
I don't really know. I don't really think about it. That sounds pretty ableist.
I watched the video. No, I don't think it's ableist. I watched the video of you talking to Trihex about using the N-word, and I think that maybe it's the most charitable to say that you're maybe a sociopath, because the other option is that you are just outright a racist.
Do you think that George Carlin was a Nazi? I'm just curious.
Would you ever answer a question instead of just asking a question?
What was your question? You just started reading me a bunch of stuff that happened in the past. I don't know what your question is.
Well, I mean, do I think George Carlin was a Nazi?
Because he's not only he didn't just defend the N-word privately. He said the N-word publicly.
About mow down protesters.
George Carlin talked about killing a lot of people. I'm just curious. Do you think that George Carlin defending the N-word and saying it publicly, do you think that makes him a Nazi?
No.
Oh, cool. Okay, so then we can drop that. Do you think that saying that? Do you think that somebody? Do you think that somebody
sitting 40 minutes face to face with your black friend asking you to stop telling children that you say the N-word in private, the hard R N-word, and you sit there unemotional?
I don't think that's what I said at all, but that's close.
I mean, I did watch the whole thing, and you said that you refuse to stop telling children that you say the hard R N-word.
I don't know who's talking to children. I think you're projecting a little bit. Do you fantasize a lot about your audience being full of children? Is that why you're so interested about the specific age of my girlfriend? Oh my God, you're actually a pedophile. You actually are. I don't think I've ever had anybody this obsessed about the age of my kid or my girlfriend or my life. Wait, how old are you again? Are you 45, 46?
I'm 31. Or I'm 32.
I'm pretty sure you're in your mid late 40s. And you're like obsessed.
No, that's not true. I'm 34. I just had like a really successful life early, unlike you. And I had a job when I was in my 20s.
You're bragging to me that you worked for an A-list show making $250,000 a year. Come on, dude. Let's be real right now about your level of success. All right? So, okay.
I was making $250,000 a year on an A-list show, when I was like 27 years old. I think that's
holy shit. That's almost half as much as I was making when I was 27 with no A-list support. Like, nice job, dude. Congratulations.
You know what's so weird is that I've never seen someone who claims to have as much money as you setting up a fucking IKEA furniture in a barren living room. I've never actually seen someone who claims to have as much money as you setting up in a barren
you're one of those
room,
people
IKEA
that
furniture.
think, probably because you spend time in Hollywood, you think that like rich people just waste all their fucking money on ultra expensive furniture at Rolexes. Is that what you want to see? Hey, you want to know another fun fact? I drive a $40,000 car too. Like, do you think I drive like a fucking R8 or like a GT R? What do you think? Do you think that like rich people just waste their money on fucking everything so that they look rich to people like you?
No, but I also think rich people aren't living in like a 1-bedroom apartment in North Hollywood.
Why would I live in anything bigger? Isn't that what you moved to after you wasted all your money on Bitcoin when you lost it all? Didn't you move out of your big thing into like a little apartment?
I made a lot of money on Bitcoin. I actually made a lot of money on Bitcoin, and that kept me floated for like another year before I like did anything.
Did you pay taxes on that money?
I know that you're talking to someone who
did you pay taxes on the money that you made?
Because he wants to say the N-word. I know that you're talking to someone who also quit a podcast because he loves saying the N-word.
Hey, did you pay taxes on the money that you made on Bitcoin?
Yes, I did.
Really? Do you remember how you paid those taxes?
Through the corporation.
You were making money through the corporation. Do you remember what corporation were you making money through?
I don't feel like I have to go into that with you. You
don't know the answers to any of these because I have a corporation, so I know how those taxes are filed, and I know that you're lying. That's really fucking awkward. But what did you want to talk about next?
What kind of corporation do you have?
I have an LLC and I have an S corp election. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I have an S corp, so it's actually kind of a different filing than LLC.
You know that you can actually file a form 2553 to have your LLC taxes and S corp, so it's pretty similar in terms of like the filings.
What kind of form do you file? What kind of form are you filing there, buddy? Because
for my business taxes, I file an 1120S. Yeah. What do you file?
Okay. Yeah, I file an 1120S.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. You know that 1120S isn't real. I just made that up, right?
No, literally, I have my fucking tax documents here. It is the 1120S.
Is it really? Oh, okay. All right. Just seeing if you fall for it. All right. Good job. So I'm curious, how does the flow through income work for money that you make on Bitcoin?
Don't care. You're a clown. I have a guy that takes care of that for me.
The real answer is that you don't know how to pay taxes on Bitcoin income because you've never made money trading Bitcoin in your life.
You would too if you made money. You would too if you made money.
Okay.
So how old was your girlfriend when you met her?
14. And
so is that like the situation of when you were like in the MLG thing, texting about like this girl's 15, like they make it so hard? Yep.
Do you want me to, are you looking for pictures of her when she was 13, 14? Is that what you want?
No, I'm just trying to determine like exactly when you started grooming this girl.
You know that the girl that I'm dating right now is 32, right?
That's not what I read online.
Sounds like you read a lot of stuff online.
Well, I don't believe that.
But you only believe the stuff that you read that's bad about me.
Yeah, I do actually. I mostly only read this. I only believe
okay, that's cool. As long as you're honest about it. It sounds like you honestly don't know anything about what you're talking about, but that's cool. Okay.
I want to tell you that honestly, the reason why I'm here, is because it's really good content to farm your dumbass fans for their bad takes. I had like a full hour of them calling in to defend the N-word and incest. One truly, and I'll say it in terms that your chat can understand. One truly cringe 48-year-old called in to defend using the N-word, and it really made me quite peepo sad. So I would really I'm just here to get people to continue to be mad at me because it's fun to be a heel in a community where I can come in and be like, incest is bad. Oh, wow, incest is bad. Yeah, keep booing me. Keep booing me, you weird fucking teenagers. I have someone from I believe it's called the Debate Bro Show, coming on Thursday to defend more incest. And so I'm really just here to say that you were rejected by DSA because you're a toxic brand. You were also rejected by the Georgia Voter Project, which is a far more centrist organization, and it's because your brand is toxic and your fans are toxic.
So who do you associate with professionally?
I'm sorry?
Who do you
Ground Game
with
LA.
Yeah.
Ground Game LA, DSA LA.
Oh, cool. How much work have you done for those guys recently?
Ground Game LA and
yeah.
Well, first of all, I actually will commend you.
There it is. So by association, you guys have like tweeted back and forth a couple times. You haven't actually done shit with any of these orgs, but that's cool. What else do you want to talk about?
I do work.
No,
with,
you don't. You don't. It's okay.
I raised $150,000 for Bernie Sanders this year, with like different domain names and stuff like that.
You raised $150,000 with different domain. How does a domain name raise money?
Well, I registered. Hey, look, there's this child bride. I registered.
That's pretty gross, my dude. Although you seem really obsessed with that. But go ahead.
I registered domains for names of people that don't like online, like the Horse Whisperer and stuff like that, and Neera Tanden, and I ended up raising $150,000 for.
Really, how did you raise money through a domain name?
Because I was the one registering the domain name and made the ActBlue page and like kept pushing it and promoted it and everything like that, and used my platform to get people to
that like you have no idea like what you're talking about, right? What you're saying doesn't make sense. Like I used a domain name to make money. Like what does that even mean?
Let me ask you a question. What you made was a Google form to get people sign up to go canvassing, and actually typically canvassing plans have their plan to get voter data more than 1 week out before the event.
Yeah,
so
we
you
did.
actually don't know what you were doing.
No, I did. We had plenty of voter data. We were running around on minivan. We were knocking doors. We were doing all sorts of cool stuff.
I spoke to someone on background who told me everything that happened with your event. You were rejected by the Georgia Voter Project, which you didn't tell your fans. Because
I didn't know about that. I don't handle all the communications going in and out of my stuff.
But won't work with anybody, and the purity.
That's cute that you think that I would read every single email having to do with anything of mine because you've probably never worked in a professional capacity with anybody before.
Centrist organizations also won't work with you because you're vile. Centrist organizations also won't work with you because you're vile, and so are your fans.
It's really crazy that we worked with like a left-leaning organization while we were down in Georgia this past week.
Which one?
Humanity Forward.
Which one?
Humanity Forward. It's an offshoot of Yang Stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on that. I mean, when I spoke to people on background about the canvassing event, they didn't even want to tell, which is actually really, really odd for canvassing events. They didn't want to say where they were getting their voter data. But you were rejected by the Georgia Voter Project.
What do you mean? Didn't want to say where they were getting their voter data? What do you mean by that?
Well, I spoke to people on background involved with your event to try to get to the bottom of everything that went on with DSA and whether you were invited or anything.
The bottom of everything is like 4 messages, dude. You're not like an investigator, right?
I mean, I did speak for an hour and I recorded the call with people that are, and they spoke to me on background and asked not to be named, but I did speak to the people behind your entire canvassing event. And I mean, I did
people.
Like,
you spoke to one, you know that I know who you spoke to, right? I know everything that they talked about.
I know that I'm also not supposed to say it. And like, you're the one like that will.
I hope that you got also California is a 2-party consent state, so I hope that you got that person's consent when you did that recording.
I did,
Otherwise,
and
that would be illegal.
And I have it on the record, and it's recorded.
That's really good. I'm glad. All right, I'll check with them later to make sure that's true. Otherwise, that would be pretty illegal.
Okay, please make sure you do, because I said at the top of the call, I'm recording this call, and you're not going to find anything on that, clown.
Good. That's great. I'm glad that you follow all the legal channels, just like you did filing taxes for the hundreds of thousands of dollars you made on Bitcoin.
I did speak to someone on background about your event. Buddy. And it turns out that you were rejected by the Georgia Voter Project.
You're really hung up on that, man. That's really important to you. Are you like personally affiliated with them?
No, it is really important because then you went and told your fans, oh, DSA won't work with me. Lefties do purity tests and everything like that. And then they started attacking DSA, which is why DSA called you a Nazi.
Wait, why do you tell people not to vote for John Ossoff? Wait, why is that? Can you tell me that?
Because I don't believe in harm reduction the same way.
You don't believe in harm reduction? Would you be comfortable saying that to like poor people that like are dying or that don't have access to healthcare or like money for the coronavirus?
Would you be comfortable telling your family your feelings about incest?
Yeah, sure. All of my arguments are public. They're on YouTube. What do you mean?
Okay. I actually would.
Swinging a mish.
I actually would be happy talking to poor people about my feelings about harm reduction.
Yeah. So if you have like somebody that can't afford health insurance and the only chance that they have is like an ACA expansion, you'd be like, sorry, dude, you're just going to have to suffer for like X amount of more years until. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If somebody can't afford insurance, the ACA expansion is not going to do it for them.
Well, except it can.
The ACA expansion, no, it really wouldn't. It would actually like cause more people to like have like a more of an albatross in their life with insurance that they
Really?
can't
That's
afford.
so crazy. Why is it that over like
That's so
20 million
crazy.
people right now are
That's so
covered by the
crazy.
ACA? You know that like
I'm covered by the ACA, bro. I'm covered by the ACA. It costs too much fucking money, and the coverage is dog shit.
That's great, but I thought you were rich. How does it cost too much money for you?
I never said I was rich. I said that I was rich at the Kimmel Show. Then I made money on Bitcoin, and now here I am, fucking 4 years later.
Oh, so you think that making $250,000 a year makes you rich? This is why you're so confused why I put together IKEA furniture in my living room. That's interesting to note. However, what do you say to the 20+ million people right now that are insured under the ACA that wouldn't have had insurance otherwise?
I'm one of them.
Okay.
One of them.
And what do you? Okay, that's great that you, master Bitcoin trader that has his own S corp.
I would say things can be better if it weren't for radical centrists out there advising us to concede ahead of time.
So you would just tell them to suffer, basically. We can't help you right now. Just wait in the future, and maybe we can deliver something better.
You would say the same to them because you don't.
No, I would say I would try to help deliver like real change right now, like an ACA expansion or more coronavirus relief or something to strengthen unions, like whatever, 15 an hour minimum wage nationally. Like these are the things that I think a Biden administration could deliver with a Senate majority. But apparently, you just don't care about any of these
Good.
things.
I'm glad that we're going to get a Senate majority. I do think that Nana's boy Democrats.
Well, yeah, we might, but it's not going to be because of people like you. It's going to be despite. It's going to be despite people like you, right?
Nana's boy Democrats, John Ossoff, will actually be an impediment to that since he said that he would vote against Medicare for all, and obviously.
He didn't say anything about voting against a public option or an expansion of the ACA. No, he didn't.
Well,
no, he
what
didn't.
about Joe Manchin? What about Joe Manchin then? I mean, you just don't have the votes there. But anyways, it really doesn't matter.
You know that there's more ways than just Medicare for all to get healthcare to people, right? Like it's not like the only thing that you can do, right? You do know that, right?
I understand that.
So then why are you talking about somebody's support for Medicare for all like it's indicative of whether or not they would support like more healthcare availability in the United States?
Because I don't actually think that the ACA expansion will get people effectively.
So what do you say to the
States.
10 million plus people that were insured only because of the ACA? Do you just say your health insurance now is fake, or the people with pre-existing conditions that aren't slaves to their jobs?
I am one of them.
You are not the typical use case. Okay, listen, your only pre-existing condition right now is obesity. All right, I'm talking about people that are like diabetics or people that have medications that they need in the long term.
I have asthma.
Yeah,
I do have asthma.
Unfortunately,
I do have asthma, and you kind of went like ad hominem there, just so you know. I wanted to point out.
Oh, I went ad hominem. Do you want to ask me more about how old my son is? You creepy pedophilic fuck.
No, see, the thing is, I don't care about the
you obviously care quite a bit. You're obsessing over the age of my girlfriend and the age of my son. It is incredibly fucking weird.
People in your Discord are saying your girlfriend's 22.
Yeah, she is.
You said she was 34, bro.
I'm just saying random shit because you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're finally catching on. Okay. Congratulations.
You're just like kind of like lying and stuff and like gaslighting like you
well,
do to your
no,
fans.
You've been coming on here lying about a ton of shit. So yeah, I've sent, and actually the people in my Discord that said she's 22, that's actually the meme. She's actually 25.
That's the meme. Hey, I want to talk to you about like the clockwork oranging of language and what the word meme means on your channel and whether it means joke or topic of conversation. Can you just tell me all the different meanings for the word meme on your channel?
I'm not here to play Hello Fellow Kids with you. I know that once you hit like 45, it probably gets a little bit harder to keep up with all the internet lingo. Thankfully, I'm not there yet, but I'm sure that your chat would love to give you a rundown.
It makes me absolutely peepo sad, and I think it's so cringe. And it's like I'm too old. I'm too old to understand why incest isn't cringe.
Isn't that kind of backwards? Weren't people more likely to fuck their siblings like in the 50s and 60s? Wasn't that pretty common in the South and shit? I don't know where you're from, but. You sound like you're super interested in it.
So. Your son's still there, right?
Yeah, he is.
Why'd you move so far away from your son?
For work-related reasons. Do you think I should have uprooted his life and brought him with me to California?
I'm sorry. What work-related reasons? Are you getting like representation or something in Los Angeles? What's happening?
Well, there's real-life appearances here that are pretty relevant to my career that are important for me to be on.
Like, I mean,
I'm actually really glad that you asked that. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you look under Destiny, you start my videos, you can find a lot of stuff that I've done down here live in LA that was pretty important to my career.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. If there's any other content of mine you want to introduce you, do you want to ask me any more questions about my kid?
When's the last time you saw your kid?
I don't know. Do you want like the age he was when I saw him last? Do you want me to tell you what he was wearing? You pedophile fuck, or?
No, I mean just like relation to today. How long ago from today was
Do you want to
it?
know like when his birthday is, or do you want to know
No,
like
I just want to know
when
how
it?
long it's been since you've seen your child that you abandoned and he's in
That I
another state.
abandoned. Wow. You know the type of people that make that comment towards me are usually Nazis. Do you think that you're a Nazi? If I'm using like the way that you
No,
define the word,
no,
right? Because when I Google things
I
and
think,
look,
I think,
you
I
know,
think that
like
you're
types of
actually,
insults.
I actually think that you're a conservative who argues with white nationalists and calls himself a liberal because he knows it's not socially acceptable. So no,
Really?
I'm not a
Wow.
Nazi just because I asked you when's the last time you saw the child that you abandoned.
Gotcha. Are you sure that doesn't make you a Nazi? Because a lot of Nazis say a lot of similar things. Usually people get pretty flustered, whether it's because they're overweight and they can't catch their breath, or because they feel like really frustrated in a conversation because all they've done is at home the entire time, or because they're like getting called out for being obsessed about like my very adolescent child. Usually a lot of those people are Nazis, and I'm noticing there's a lot of like overlap between your behavior and a lot of the Nazis that I've talked to in the past. So I was just curious if that made you a Nazi because, you know, it's going by the definition you gave me at the start of the conversation.
No, I'm not a Nazi. When was the last time you saw your kid?
I don't know. When was the last time you called somebody a Nazi? Oh, wait. When was the last time you opened that book? The one that you were so eager to post screenshots of on Twitter.
Let me bring it out right now. I'll show you.
Yeah.
If you people click over to my stream, you'll see I have a physical
Oh
copy
my
of the
God. Do you
book.
have it on your desk so you can show people, look, I'm not owned. I'm not owned. I really do have the book that has the definition of Nazi that I didn't remember when I was having that conversation. So what's on the agenda for today for your little Twitch show? Huh?
Yeah, here's the physical copy of the book I was reading. When's the last time you saw your child that you moved away from to pursue your career
not really,
stuff?
you know.
By the way, how's the career going with your partnership revoked? Because you said mow down protesters.
Really
dipshit.
great, actually. I've been doing fucking amazing on YouTube. I guess it was kind of an opportunity. I'm thinking about doing a try stream to Facebook as well. I'm actually doing really well. I have like almost 10 times as many viewers on YouTube right now that you do on your stream, which is kind of funny considering half your viewers are just hate watchers from my community, huh? Isn't that kind of weird?
And part of the fun too is also that like you have this thing where like your views never go below a certain number of thousands of numbers. It's almost like you have like view bots or something to keep it at that amount.
Oh my God. Hey, your one partner told me that you do a lot of botting of your social medias. It's really cute that you would project that onto me and assume that I would bot as well.
So I'm sorry,
it's kind of
Daniel
crazy
Brown.
how
So
I must
so
be
wait,
botting
wait,
like
you
all
just-
of my
you just
social
made
media
up-
platforms. I must be
you
botting
just-
my YouTube, my Twitch, my
you just
Twitter.
made
I
up-
must be
no, sorry,
botting
you
like
just
every
made
fucking
up-
account. I must be botting the ads as well because I make money too. That's crazy how like extensive my
you don't
operation
make money
is.
you don't make money on Twitch anymore. You don't make money on Twitch anymore because your partnership was revoked for saying.
Well, yeah, I know, but usually like those people come over to my website and then they subscribe to me there. Where technically I make 50% more money on those subs anyway. Well, actually 100% more money, I guess. But so yeah, I guess it kind of works out on the end, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I also get a lot of money from like YouTube super chats and stuff as well. Those people are super cool too. So yeah.
Really cool, really cool. You know,
thank you. I'm glad that you're so supportive of my career.
Were you excited to lose your partnership for saying mow down protesters like a dipshit idiot?
Protesters are dipshit idiots. I don't think I said that exactly. You know, actually, it was kind of exciting. I got to move forward like in a whole different direction for my career, which was kind of cool. Like I've gotten to expand over to YouTube a lot more. I was able to. I'm kind of thinking about like try streaming on Facebook now, which opens up a lot more opportunities to me. I'm not quite as restricted on my content because I don't have to worry about like partnership related things on Twitch.
Your new more right wing followers that you got for saying mow down dipshit protesters. You know, and also by the way, I just want to say the only people left in your community are the ones that stayed with you past the Rittenhouse comments and past the N-word thing with Trihex. And so really it is only the vile and most right-leaning people that are still in your chat.
You know what's really crazy is that if you actually look up like a video from a week before I had that conversation with Trihex, you realize that he was giving the exact same argument that I was giving to him, right?
I don't think that he was giving the argument.
Oh, it sounds like you actually haven't read anything about what was going on.
Oh, do you want to know? Oh, hey, dude, you know what? You know what, Destiny? It's not some big own that people haven't watched your 3 hours of scholarship on the N-word.
You know that when somebody like you comes at me and they're quoting, so when somebody comes out and they start quoting at me things that I've been involved in 9 years ago, I would kind of expect you to be a little bit more read up, you know?
No, I'm just not going to watch the 3 hours of scholarship on the N-word that you posted because basically here's the real deal with the N-word thing and you, and this is me being my most charitable to you.
Yeah, okay.
Here's me being my most charitable to you is that you said the N-word when you were young and you're a StarCraft streamer and you like to say the N-word.
No, I didn't ever. Crazy. There's like thousands of hours of recorded footage and I didn't, but go ahead.
Well, there is that one weird one where you did say the N-word on camera and then you're like, oh my God, I accidentally said it, you guys. I got to delete that one. Holy shit. it.
You mean where I was making like, oh, so in like the 9 years, in the 9 years of me streaming, you think that I've always wanted to say the N-word? I just decided to sneak it in there at the end of like me being like more liberal than I ever have in my entire life. You think that was like the plan? Nice. Damn, so it's so weird because you seem to know so many like random little things about me, but when I ask you for a little bit more information, you have no fucking idea. It's almost like you're literally Googling like the best of Destiny Hate Volume 1 or whatever, and it's like, oh, Destiny's a pedophile. Oh, Destiny abandoned his kid. Oh, Destiny is blah, 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 blah. Like, jeez.
This is what you and the Destiny fans all do is you're like, you haven't watched like 15,000 hours of this fucking guy playing Minecraft and mumbling into his microphone. You have no way to talk about this. You haven't watched the ASMR cult indoctrination videos that we have.
I don't know why you would feel confident talking to me about my history. It seems like you'd have something more relevant to talk about rather than just like snipe quoting me.
I'm here to clown on you and dunk on you. Because
do you think that's what's happening right now? Wait, do you think that's what's happening right now?
Yeah, I'm here to clown on you and insult you to your face and say that like you dated
to
your
my
girlfriend
face. Is that what internet conversations sound like to you? Is that like to your face? Do you think this is a face-to-face conversation right now?
Do you think that's maybe a little bit pedantic and that maybe you like to nitpick little small
as the king of pedantry over here, I mean, we can go more broad. The problem is like I can either get really pedantic about terms, or I could ask you really generalized questions like what is a fascist, what is a Nazi. You don't seem to know those terms either, so I don't know if I can't be
I actually did describe in kind of like not memorized from
so
Wikipedia
I believe that what you
terms.
said for fascism was it's when dummies abuse their power. I think that was the
no, it was actually when dumbasses are in charge and they rule by force.
Oh, dumbasses in charge and then rule by force. That's fascism. Okay, cool. All right.
It's an element of fascism. It's like it's
an
a couple
element, you know. When the people are human beings and they have a government, those are elements of fascism as well. Are you really? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I just read that. I'm really sorry. Are you actually 5'1"?
No, I'm 5'4".
Oh shit. Okay, it's starting to make more sense.
Is that more ad hom?
You're right. Hold on. That was ad hom. Let's go back to asking me questions about my very adolescent son. That
when was the last time you saw your son that you abandoned?
Do you want like pictures of us together? Oh, actually, if you follow my Instagram, you can actually see stories that I post with them. If you really want to know, you can go to my Instagram. You can check out my stories. And anytime I visit them and hang out with them, usually we post stories and stuff together.
I just want to know when the last time it was. If you can say 2 months ago, 3 months ago, since the coronavirus pandemic started, a week ago, when was it?
Maybe it was 5 years ago. Maybe the last time I saw him was in one of those like little ultrasound machines. Maybe I saw him then. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Maybe I just like pieced out. Maybe I bounced.
You're kind of like making a joke about it because you don't want to you're not answering the question. Which is the question is when was the last time you saw the son that you abandoned?
If you ask me in a week, we're going to Disney World for 5 days. So maybe you could. Oh, maybe you want pictures of that too. Do you want like what kind are you looking for?
So are you gonna see it? So you're seeing him in a week. But what was the last time you saw your son that you abandoned?
I would have to go through my personal book and decide if I want to tell a pedophile the types of interactions I have with my kid. And I'm not really sure right now how I feel about that because it's really fucking weird.
I think it's a little bit of and I'm going to have to unfortunately call you out for this.
Yeah.
I do think it's a bit of an ad hominem to call me a pedophile when the only person in here who's like sent pictures of a 15-year-old and said, I'm going to get arrested over this is you.
Hold on a second. It's really crazy that like my life has been so public for 10 years, 11 years now that people have dug through so much stuff. And the most that they have is like saying that I'm a pedophile because of a chat log from 9 or 10 years ago. Isn't that kind of weird?
I'm sorry. No. I'm just saying that no.
Do you think that if somebody were to evaluate, so let's say that if somebody were to evaluate the performance of both of us in this conversation, where you're asking me several questions about like, how old is your girlfriend? How old is your son? What's the difference in age for them? Who do you think sounds more like a pedophile in this conversation?
Well, there's also the question of 2 months ago, you saying mow down dipshit protesters.
Does that make me a pedophile as well? Wait. What do you think a pedophile is?
No. Wait.
Oh, no, wait. I just realized you might not actually even know what that means. Oh,
you're really funny. I just wanted to say that.
Well, you were a writer for Jimmy Kimmel, so you'd know funny, right? But before you got fired for your mental health day, right?
No, I didn't get fired for mental health day, and that would obviously be a disgusting thing for any liberal to even joke about in the first place.
Oh, but talking about the age of my son, that's not funny. Okay, go ahead.
No, I quit because I had a mental health day, and I quit nearly a year later, a job that I was making $250,000 a year doing.
Thank God you found Bitcoin, and you were a massively successful trader for Bitcoin. That's why you moved into that little apartment, right?
I mean, my apartment is like pretty big, and I'm overlooking Echo Park
bigger than the
Lake.
place that you had in the Hollywood Hills before that. Why would you downgrade if you were making so much money trading Bitcoin? Isn't that kind of weird?
I went from a $4,000 a month place to a $3,000 a month place. It's like,
yeah, it's called
really not that
downsizing.
big.
That's what you do when your income is like massively hit. So I'm really curious why. Yeah, I guess when you're 5'4", I guess every apartment is really big to you.
So let me ask you a question. You said the only things people can come up with are like 9-year-old stuff. What about 2 months ago when you said mow down dipshit protesters, or a year ago when you quit a podcast because you were too childish to stop using the N-word?
Well, I didn't quit that podcast. We mutually decided to end it because we didn't want to do another episode.
Because you wouldn't stop using the N-word?
No, actually, it's because my partner on that thing was going professional in Super Smash Brothers, and he didn't have time anymore to dedicate to it.
Yeah, but I watched the 40-minute video, and he's talking about how he was willing to quit the podcast because you won't stop saying the N-word. So I know that you're like dodging, and
you know, it's really crazy because if you look up tweets of him recently, like he's reached out to me and we might do another podcast. Isn't that kind of weird?
I know, but I still watched a 40-minute video of your dumb
Wait, I thought you just said that I
sociopath.
couldn't expect you to watch hours and hours of my content, but here you were watching 40-minute videos of me from like a year ago or 2 years ago?
Do you think people don't notice that like you just are like a pedant and you like nitpick little small details, and that's not really
I'm not going to lie, at the end of the day, you know, I'd rather be a pedant than a pedophile, but here we are, huh?
I know. Yeah, here we are.
Here we are, me the pedant and you the pedophile, huh? That's kind of strange. Here we are. So anyway, so you just earlier were talking about how you're not going to watch hours of my content, and then now you said that you watched a 40-minute video. I'm not going to lie, I'm impressed. That's more than I've ever watched of anything having to do with you ever, which is crazy.
You're
So
racist. You're racist, and I'd like to start with you're racist, and number two, what's your evidence for me being a pedophile? Because I'd like to lay out my evidence for you being a pedophile.
Oh, I bet you would.
A chat log where you said a 15-year-old is going to make you get arrested, and then also you leaving your wife and child to come.
Damn, I was married now, too? Dude, you have so many random... it's like I'm listening to fiction being written in real time about it. But I guess as like a joke writer, that's kind of what you were...
Okay, groomer. Okay, groomer. Okay, groomer.
I mean, it seems like you could use a little bit of grooming, do you think?
Okay, groomer. I just think that you're a groomer, and I think that that's why groomer Vaush came up in your chat room and also became a groomer.
Yeah?
Groomer. Yeah, I do.
Okay, pedo.
Well, what's your evidence for me being a pedo? Because I laid out mine for you being a pedo.
Typically, anytime somebody asks me a lot of personal questions regarding my very adolescent son, or obsesses over the age of my girlfriend, or is like very much interested in like talking about the ages of people, I find that more often than not they're either a libertarian or a pedophile, and then half the people that are libertarians end up being pedophiles.
Can you pass along the evidence of that? Because we have chat logs of you saying, you know, I'm going to get arrested over a 15-year-old.
We have chat logs. Is that like your organization or?
Oh, I'm just like asking you, like, you know, what's your evidence for me being a pedo? Because it kind of sounds like you're just saying it, you know, whereas I actually am like saying it for a reason, and it's because you're a pedophile groomer.
Did you know that 85% of all pedophiles begin their pedophile career online by questioning the ages of very adolescent young boys? Did you know that?
No, I haven't looked into it.
Oh, yeah, it's actually super crazy. So that's part of my evidence why I think that you might be a pedophile.
Okay, groomer. I don't think that you have any evidence for me being a pedophile. I think I have like a couple pieces of evidence, which is that, you know,
it's so crazy how I've survived in this industry for so long, despite like I guess I've just never gotten caught. Nobody's ever like done the reading or the research. Like, do you actually think when you're bringing this stuff up that you're like the first person you like uncovered this thing?
No. What I'm doing is trying to like rope-a-dope a bunch of your fans into coming to my channel and like saying stupid shit like incest is okay by insulting a scumbag who I think is a piece of shit directly to his face and saying things that get him really, really, as you and your channel would say, big mad by saying stuff like okay groomer and then you being silent for like 5 seconds. You know,
we're right here enjoying the ride right now. Okay, you're a very entertaining figure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving it. I mean, listen, we all know that like this whole YouTube debate thing is just like stupid fake WWE shit anyway for like children that are in algebra class. So it's like, yeah,
back on that children.
Wait,
oh shit! And earlier, oh my god, it's all making sense now. So earlier you said that I have a bunch of high schoolers and children in my audience, and now you're really excited that people from my audience are going to your chat, meaning you think they're children. And now you're talking about how only children watch. You really are fixated on the child thing, aren't you? And that's why you wanted to attack me with the 15-year-old thing or whatever. Are you looking for like tips and tricks for like finding teenagers online or what?
Well, do you have any?
This ain't it, Chief.
I mean, you're the guy to ask, groomer. Are you there?
Yeah, it's very rare that somebody will like be so openly pedophilic. I guess like in public, you're brazen.
Well, I mean, I mean, like, you allowed someone like Vaush to be in your chat room and like gaslight a young woman for months and months and months.
Oh,
and then
I'm
you
actually
read the
really grateful that you
100
brought him up.
chat
I
log.
totally forgot about it. I did still have him banned. We brought it up, but now I unbanned him, so now he's welcome to come back
Okay,
to my
cool.
community again. Yeah.
Oh well, you allow groomers back into your community.
I mean,
because
I'm
you are
talking
one.
to you, aren't I?
Well, I mean, I'm not a pedophile or a groomer.
You sure
and
about
I
that?
actually don't. I'm 100% sure about that. Are you 100% sure that you're not a groomer?
Wait, what do you think a pedophile is?
What do you think a groomer is?
Oh my God, you don't actually know.
Oh
You
my
might
God,
be a
you don't
pedophile,
actually
but you just
know.
don't know the actual
Oh my
definition
God,
of
you
it.
have no idea.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, you have no idea what a groomer is.
The funny thing
my
is,
God.
tomorrow you're gonna have some
Oh
random
my
book from
God,
1947 be like,
oh
well,
my
actually, I've got a
God.
book here that says a pedophile is defined as blah 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 blah
Oh
blah
my
blah blah
God, he
blah.
literally doesn't know. And by the way, The Anatomy of Fascism came out in 2004. It's one of the most recent books about fascism.
Sure would have been good
And
if you
I
would have
were-
read that before our conversation,
if
huh?
you-
So you wouldn't have
no,
to
I
like
mean,
scan fucking pages
I know,
later for
maybe-
Twitter to put up.
Maybe if you had read anything more than the Wikipedia page of it, then you would know. Because I know that you've just like read the sort of like first sentences of a couple Wikipedia pages.
And
while
even at
playing
that, if
Minecraft
somebody had asked me to
children.
define fascism, I was still able to do it, but you just floundered.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't
think it's an
actually,
appropriate
feel
word
the
given
need
who
to-
you are.
I don't feel the need to memorize Wikipedia definitions of things. But can you?
You don't
tell
feel
me
the
what a
need to
groomer
like.
is?
You don't feel the need to know
Can you-
what things
can you
are.
tell me- Can you tell me what a groomer is?
Are you okay?
Do you know what a groomer is? I
You
just want you to
actually-
say.
I'm curious. When you turn the camera off at the end of the day, how do you feel about life, man?
I feel fucking good, dude.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I got a beautiful wife. I'm living here in Echo Park, overlooking the lake. Can you define what a groomer is?
I'm just wondering what it's like in the mind of a man that's so fixated on like wealth and shit to go from 250,000 a year to 250 concurrent viewers on Twitch, and to think that you're somehow killing it and crushing me by making fun of like me losing partnership. I'm just curious what goes on in the mind of a man like that.
I'm making fun of you for being a groomer.
Uh-huh.
So I want to know if you can define what groomer is.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I'm really not comfortable talking with you so much about like these types of topics. I legitimately feel like you're trying to mine me for information related to like adolescence.
I literally want you to define it. I mean, you can't. Can you not define it? Oh my
Wait a
God,
second.
he literally can't define it. Wait a second.
How old is your
literally can't
wife?
define it. Wait a second. He literally can't define it.
Wait, how
Wait
old
a
is your
second.
wife?
He literally can't define it.
Oh my
30,
God,
bro.
30? Wait,
30.
how old are you? 45?
34, bro.
When you were 15, she wasn't even born yet. What the fuck?
When I was 15, she was 11.
Holy shit. Wait, so you think that a 15-year-old and 11-year-old is okay? Wait, what do you
No,
think?
I
What do you
don't
think about an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old? Do you think that's fine?
Destiny, I want to know what you think.
Wait.
grooming is. Can-
I want to know. I want to know why you
wait,
think that age
wait,
gap is
wait,
acceptable.
wait,
Wait, no.
can't
Can you
even
just tell me?
define it. No,
You
wait,
think
no,
that an
no, no.
18-year-old and a
Wait,
13-year-old is
no.
okay?
Wait, no. Wait, no. He can't even define it. He can't even define it.
Do you think an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old is okay?
No.
So why do you think it's
No,
okay?
no,
Why do
no.
you think it's okay
Wait,
for the
wait.
age gap between you and your wife?
Because I wasn't 14 when I started dating her. You dipshit idiot.
Wait,
moron.
so if me and my girlfriend were both over age when we started dating, does that make that okay?
I was just asking you. Asking you how old she was when you met her, because then it could be a grooming thing if she was underage.
Oh no, she was
Can you
20 when I
define-
met her. She was 20 years old.
Can you define grooming though?
No, I actually don't want to talk about like stuff related to pedophile stuff around you. I feel
He
really
doesn't know what it
uncomfortable.
is. He literally doesn't know what it is. He can't even
really
define grooming.
uncomfortable right now.
You all see it, folks, in his chat. He can't even literally define grooming.
Okay, I've got a definition. Hold on.
He
Hold
literally-
on.
okay. Oh my god. Wait. This guy can't even define grooming. Wait.
No.
Oh
Hold
my
on. I
God.
can define it. Okay.
No.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Wait. No. Wait. He's
Okay,
got
I have a
Wikipedia
definition for you. Okay, hold on. I've got a
He's got
definition. I'm
Wikipedia
sorry.
now.
Hold on.
He's got
No, I'm not
Wikipedia.
Wikipediaing. This is what I've memorized.
He's got
Dude,
Wikipedia. He's memorized
no,
it, everybody.
this is
Let's
what I've
hear it.
memorized,
Let's
dude.
hear it. No. Wait.
Please stop. No, please. I memorized this, okay? Let me just tell you, okay?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let's wait for
Okay.
Destiny. Destiny has his memorized groomer definition.
Okay. So the definition is it should be pointed out, however, that the initial attempt to deny Japan the oil in the East Indies was only an initial setback. Within a short period, Japan was able to restore Balapan oil fields with astonishing results that far exceeded their goals. Was that okay? That was from a book that I have about that stuff.
Grooming?
Did that satisfy you?
What's the book on grooming that you've read?
It's called Lesson 6, Oil Strategy in World War II, Introduction.
But it doesn't have anything to do with grooming, does it?
Well, I don't know. I quoted you out of the book.
Well, the book that I was quoting actually had to do with fascism, and I'm asking you to define groomer, which it seems like you can't describe it.
Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I fucked up. You're right. Okay, I looked up grooming now. Okay. Okay, here. I'm sorry. Okay, groomer is.
Wait. I'm sorry.
For some, the term barbershop conjures up a classic picture of a red and white barber pole where a classic-looking man with a mustache to die for surely lathers up the necks of well-dressed, suited gentlemen while they recline in an oiled leather chair. That?
Are you quoting Lolita, the book Lolita?
What the fuck is that? What are you talking about?
Are you quoting Nabokov's Lolita?
What are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. Can you define grooming?
I think you're actually a pedophile.
I think that there's so much more evidence for you being a pedophile. There's no chat logs of me talking about 15-year-olds and getting myself arrested. And I literally think that you're actually projecting by shrieking about how I'm a pedophile because I mentioned the times that you were a pedophile. So I think it's a bit of projection, to be honest with you. Anyway, I got to run, buddy. It's good to talk to you. I'm going to have some of your fans on Thursday. And I'm going to leave the phone.
Can I just put out a quick shout out? Like, if you're under 18, please be very, very, very careful around Jack Am, okay? If you are under 18, it sounds like he's taken a very special interest to these types of people. I would heavily recommend being very careful in your associations with them, okay?
Wait. Whoa.
Okay. Have fun. See you later, bud.
Is that fun for you? Like, was that last conversation, like, I know you like going in the dirt, I know, but like, is that fun to have someone just come in that way instead of actually engaging you in something a little more cerebral than that kind of stupid shit?
I don't know. It's hard. I think that like the shit posting can be fun. I guess it's not as fun when the other person is. There's like certain levels of derangement where it starts to become a little boring. So like when he like wants to talk over me like a million times and I can't go like back and forth making fun of him, but he just wants to like talk. That gets a little bit boring. But
okay, so like, did you feel kind of disappointed that he came right off the bat with that shit instead of like an actual claim that you could discuss?
No, I don't ever expect to have a real discussion with him. That guy is legitimately like mentally unwell. Like that guy has problems. Somebody in my chat just pointed, he's like over 800 messages in my Discord already, and he's like obsessed with me, right? Like this guy came in with drama from fucking 2011. Like this guy is like super fucking obsessed.
He dug deep in the lore, but didn't dig deep enough, inch deep, mile wide, as they say.
Yeah, maybe.
Because as a viewer, obviously, I'm not who you're catering to, but like as a viewer, listening to it, I would have much preferred if like he had dove into the Trihex conversation and then you could have fleshed out like
no one cares about like the actual like material, or no one cares about the actual like content of anything being discussed. It's just people are just looking for surface level owns, right?
Yeah. Well, it just felt like such a dumb thing. Again, I know the lore, right? So I'm a little like I have the missing pieces, but like for him to say like I'm not gonna watch every fucking thing, it's like you don't have to, but that's like a key critical point is Trihex's previous opinion until that conversation. Like,
yeah, sure. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, like that's just all part of the meme, right?
Yeah.
Most of these people don't care about anything.
Now, how do you feel about the fact that, like, obviously he benefits much more from this than you do?
I mean, like, I try to think of that to some extent, but it's kind of a weird argument. I noticed RTBA was making this argument earlier, too, where it's like, oh, like, the thing is that if I take that approach, then basically what you're saying is, like, I can never shitpost with or interact with a smaller content creator.
Yeah.
Into the drain, remove the faucet, huh? Because then basically we're saying that, like, oh, well, technically anybody could, like, grow from me, so like I should just never interact with anybody. But some of the dumbest people that interact with are like smaller content creators, like.
Well, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, like from even like the good faith ones or the bad faith ones. It's just like when he comes in that bad faith, like, is it worth it to you? I guess, like, did you enjoy that conversation enough that if he grows 50 viewers because of that, are you like, yeah, whatever?
I mean, if he does, it's whatever. I'm not gonna stop interacting with every lunatic like that. Like, I don't know, I think it's fine.
All right. And I don't think that that's like a principle you should have to abide by. It's more just, I wonder, like, I guess, the feelings you evaluate when engaging with someone like that. Like, do you wait like a spiteful kind of, oh, well, I know they're going to benefit from this, so as much as I want to dunk from them, I'd rather deprive them of the attention they're seeking.
It's not really that complicated for me. For me, it's funny. It's good content. I'll make a lot of money off the YouTube video. I get to show people how crazy and stupid all of these people on the left are. Like, that's it. There's not like some deeper, like, what is the long-term benefit and gain that this person's career might, like, I don't think about that much.
Okay.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.